So glad you're with us, waking up with us on a Friday here. That sounds good, doesn't it? 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Chris Groh. We've got a lot to get to today, but first, of course, it being Friday, we want to check out what the weekend forecast looks like. And Vanessa, that's where you come in.
I mean, this week has truly been perfect.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool starts followed by nice, mild days. And we're pretty much going to wrap up the week with pretty comparable conditions. However, looking ahead to the weekend, we'll have a nice temperature swing with a warm up in store. Our satellite and radar composite showcasing a lot less clouds in the mix than 24 hours ago. In fact, as we take a look at San Diego right now, we're looking at, again, a lot less gray over the county, indicating clear skies. So the sun will fully rise here in about 15 minutes or so, but you could already see clearing from our La Jolla sky cam. Current temperatures out the door, we're seeing mostly scattered 50s for spots along the coastal communities. Meanwhile, for the inland valleys, waking up a little cooler in the 40s for some neighborhoods, including Escondido, Ramona, as well as Alpine. We'll tell you what your Friday is shaping up to look like, along with the weekend coming up a little later. 6:01 is the time. Let's go ahead and switch gears and see what's happening out on your freeways. This one's a little blurry, but you get the picture. Things are starting to pick up a bit as you make your way in from Del Mar, headed towards Sorrento Valley. And then let's go ahead and see what's happening on the 94. This is in both directions. Coming at your screen is the eastbound drive, headed towards the 805, and then right side is that drive headed towards downtown San Diego. Steady speed so far coming in from Escondido and Oceanside. No major issues out of Santee or La Mesa. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Vanessa. A traffic impact alert this morning. Part of the 805 in the University City area will shut down starting tonight.
This closure expected to last all weekend long, so be sure to plan ahead on this one. News 8's Tori Apodaca live in University City, working for you with ways that we can get around this construction here, Tori.
Hi, good morning. Right now we're just off of Governor Drive, and you can see traffic is moving along on the 805 southbound right now, but that will not be the case over the weekend. Of course, some drivers frustrated. Nobody wants to hear about a road closure, but Caltrans says that all of this work will be worth it in the long run. So here's what you need to know. Caltrans will be shutting down all of the lanes on the southbound 805 from the 5-805 split to Governor Drive for culvert replacement underneath a freeway just south of Nobel Drive. This means entrances and exits at Nobel Drive will be closed. The best way to get around it is by taking the 5 south and detouring to the 52 east or 8 east to get back on. Crews will also use the shutdown time to make other fixes on the pavement, electrical items, drainage, and signage. We spoke with a Caltrans engineer.
Full closures are inconvenient, but this will prevent us from having to go out and do this work over and over, so overall impacts will be greatly reduced, and we appreciate everybody's patience as we keep these roads moving for everybody.
So that closure will begin at 9 p.m. today and then last through Monday at 5 a.m. So be prepared if you're going to be out on the roads this weekend. Reporting in San Diego, Tori Apodaca, News 8.
Tori, thank you. This morning, a woman is in the hospital after San Diego Fire Rescue says she drove her car into the bay at Fiesta Island. So here's the map showing you exactly where this happened, the area in general. First responders got the call just after 9 p.m. to come here. The lifeguards were able to get the woman out of the car. A tow truck was called to get that car out of the water. Right now, we don't know why the woman drove her car into the water.
MTS and North County Transit Boards have approved a proposal to recommend fare hikes. It would raise adult monthly passes from $72 to $85 this fall. Single rides would increase from $2.50 to $3. There would also be another fare increase in fall of next year. Agencies say costs are outpacing revenues and pushing them toward a fiscal cliff. The plan now heads to SANDAG for final approval. Meantime, a proposal to reduce special event parking rates downtown is being reworked. Yesterday, a city council committee rejected a proposal to cut the rates from $10 an hour to $5 when the special events are going on. Instead, they directed the city attorney to work on possible changes to the municipal code and to bring the proposal back at a later date.
And this morning, city leaders will be celebrating improvements to Ruffin Canyon. That includes a new trailhead just north of Friars Road and bridges that connect Mission Valley to Serra Mesa. Officials say before this, it was not possible for people to walk safely between these two neighborhoods. The trail is mainly for hikers, but cycling is allowed. This morning, the Padres are apologizing to fans after giveaway chaos.
Back up from the fence. Stop pushing everyone. Everyone, please back up.
Yikes. Yeah, the team promised to hand out 40,000 puffer vests on Wednesday, but you can see staff members were overwhelmed by a rush of fans. Many frustrated fans were not able to get a vest, and the chaos caused problems for those just trying to get into the stadium.
The table where you got your vest was only a couple feet in front of where you scanned the tickets. So they kept scanning people in, and then people were swarming the table, and then you couldn't scan more people to get into the game.
Yeah, that's rough, especially for the employees and the staff members that were there just trying to do their job. Season ticket holders received an email from the Padres apologizing and promising vests for those who did not get one. Meanwhile, if you really want one, you can find those vests selling online for as much as $90. Remember, those were free giveaways.
Line to center field, a base hit for Fernando. From third, Camposano will score. Here comes Cronenworth. Padres lead it 4-0.
Oh, love to see the offense here. The Padres now on their first 8-game winning streak since 2023. They swept the Mariners, winning 5-2 yesterday. Padres pitcher Mason Miller, man, he is so good. He's now thrown 30 2/3 scoreless innings, passing the late Randy Jones for second most scoreless innings in franchise history. He is 3 scoreless innings away from Clay Meredith's record. Today, the Padres on the road against the Angels at 6:38 p.m. Luis Arraez, the former Padres, is the only one who's gotten a hit off Mason Miller.
Pretty fitting.
This season.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Boy, the only hit. And we are giving away those tickets to go see Miller and the rest of his pals out there on the field. Stay tuned for the code word. It's coming up later this hour.
All right.
Padres are looking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool because they were 6-6. They seemed to be sort of stuck in the mud, and then all of a sudden the sun just rose up and started shining on them, huh?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Sports.
Right in time for the weekend.
So you may need the puffer vest that I don't know, hopefully you got it in hopefully you were a nice person when you were grabbing it from those employees. I mean, I tell you, if I was them, I would just walk away. I'd be like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. 6:07 is the time. Let's go ahead and start things off from our La Jolla Skycam. This is facing west, and notice how we have much clearer skies than 24 hours ago. That is resulting into somewhat of a cooler start, and it will also result into rapid warming once the sun fully gets risen here. As you head out the door, grab a light sweater. We are waking up with cool temperatures in the mid to upper 50s in downtown IB and in Carlsbad. Ramona, clear conditions is leading to a chilly start at 47 degrees, and we're at 39 currently in Julian rather. Here are the temperatures that we've seen in downtown San Diego. This data is recorded at the San Diego International Airport, and we've been quite comfortable, spoiled with mild conditions over the past couple of weeks. Our last day in the 80s was just 2 Saturdays ago. Things are going to switch gears. Looking ahead to this afternoon, we'll have a nice temperature swing. We'll go into the mid-70s, and we'll actually continue to warm up this weekend. So we're kind of out with those low 70s and in with the mid to high 70s, also known as perfect beach weather. As we take a look at high temperatures for this afternoon, daytime highs are shaping up to be a little warmer than yesterday. Yesterday, we saw a lot more mid to low 70s. And this afternoon will be closer to 80s for the inland valleys. All right, we have the chance for some showers next week after this warm up that we'll experience this weekend, and we'll dive deeper into that later on in my full forecast. All right, let's go ahead and switch gears and see what's happening outside on your freeways. This is a 94. Right side of your screen is that westbound drive as you make your way through Golden Hills South Park, headed from the 805 connector. So far, so good. We're seeing nothing but green out there. Again, I stand by my theory that people opt for Fridays to work from home. Steady speeds coming in from the North County, the East County, as well as the South Bay. Not much to talk about. Drive times are still shaping up really nice, 10 to 15 out of San Ysidro and National City. If you're traveling in from the East County headed west, about 3 to 6 minutes on the 94, the 8, as well as the 52. And then here's what it looks like coming in from the North County headed south, an 11-minute ride on the 5 and the 15. All right, 6:09 is the time. Let's go ahead and see what's happening with your border wait times on this Friday. We're tracking about an hour and a half to get you across from Otay Mesa's port of entry, and about an hour 50 to get across from San Ysidro's port of entry. So not too much of a spread there, about a 20-minute difference if you're opting for Otay Mesa versus San Ysidro this morning. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Vanessa. Still ahead, a singer just arrested accused of murder.
Plus, people on social media are claiming that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth mistakenly quoted a movie instead of the Bible. The Pentagon clarifies. And our first look at an AI version of late actor Val Kilmer in a new film.
And coming up this morning at 9 a.m. on the CBS 8 app, join Jack Hull and I for our Right Now show. Today, we'll be discussing safety on the popular children's video game Roblox. Again, be sure to watch us on the CBS 8 app. Stream now for free.